cashew sandies.
Yeah, them things taste nasty. Okay, y'all. This is the deep freeze after it was cleaned out. It's all nice and clean, no ice and stuff on it. Woohoo! And those are my first 2 bags of vegetables from my garden. A bag of these are those giant llamas and those rose string beans, the Italian rose string beans and the giant llamas. And I think they're cross-pollinating because, yeah, they're kind of weird. But those are the first 2 bags of veggies in the deep freezer. And I have another bag to do of squash. So that's that. And so now we're going to go out into the garden. You won't heeding this child. Alright. Let me show you guys my plant I got from my grandma. This is some type of, I don't know, succulent or something that I got from my grandma. And so I've had it since we lived, it's over 6 years old. How long was it when we lived on Huff? 2004. So, not Huff. The other house. Hardy.
2004.
So yeah, I've had this since 2004. My grandma gave me a little piece of it, and it gets woody as it gets older. But when the stems first come up, they're real nice and soft. A piece got broken off, and I stuck it. And yeah, it's grassy back here, but I don't like messing with stuff too much. I don't want to mess with my plants. See, look at my cabbage. That one's almost ready. Look at that one. So those butterflies are still out. But as you see, my Chinese evergreens are trying to make a comeback. But this piece broke off. Ignore that thing of water. That's supposed to be going to the dump. You see this one? It broke off, and I just stuck it in the soil, and it rooted, and I'm getting a new plant from that one. So I'm thinking of doing that with some other ones. I still can't find out what the name of that plant is. My sunflower has flowered. And as you can see, my tomatoes are dying back over here, and I don't know why. Look at this. See how big this one is? Can you see?
Fat tomato.
These are the big boys. Look at those. So they're doing really good. And these are the aromas right here. These are starting to churn. Those down there are starting to churn. They're red along the bottom. They're getting a blush along the bottom. So, but I'm not sure why these tomato plants are dying. And I have talked to other people. I've checked the leaves and stuff. I haven't seen any aphids and stuff like that. I've had other people tell me that theirs are, even the sunflower leaves are doing that. But my husband is 6'3", and look at that. Look how tall my sunflower got. Don't step on nothing now. It's awesome. So, and then those over there are doing good. These didn't get enough sunlight. But those are my surviving sweet potato plants. And this is the sweet potato bed. These are my eggplant. They're flowering. These leaves feel real nice. They're real nice and velvety feeling. This is my callaloo. It's already sending up its seed tassel. So I'm hoping to get some seed from these soon. I've been just picking leaves off of it to use in our cooking because I want to get seeds. Like the squash. Somebody's talking about, well, I can take the flowers. I can cook the squash blossoms. My goal is to get my deep freezer as full as possible with squash. And it got nothing to do with somebody wanting to cook squash blossoms. And I'm starting to think those damn potato borers have already made their presence known. This is blossom rot. on that one. That one too. Okay. Yeah, look. You can see over here.
What?
The plant over there is broke at the base. That's where it cut into the plant. And well, we'll be lucky if we get a couple more squash off, and then I'll just pull them out and be done with it. But you can see the potatoes. I'm gonna have tons of freaking potatoes. So Rose, I will let you know probably next week, cause these are red potatoes and I don't want them to get too big. I like them so that you can put them in soups and stews and stuff. I like the small ones. Put in like maybe roasting potato size, like that. So I'll let you know when I pull them up, and I'll let you know so we can meet one weekend and I can get some to you. So you see my flowers, everybody? Look at them. My marigolds and zeniths. They doing the thing. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think any of my lavender came up. My bell peppers are doing good. I have several bell peppers over here. This is some oregano. It's old world oregano, the big leaf oregano that my neighbor T gave me some to root. The bell peppers I don't think I'm going to get too big this year. This was the last cauliflower and it's bolting, as you can see. So I'm just leaving it alone. And this one too. It didn't ever make a cauliflower. It got too hot. But I'm gonna have plenty of cabbage. The Brussels sprouts, we can actually pick some of these, I think. Because it's so hot the leaves are opening. But the other ones, the leaves, we've been harvesting the leaves and cooking those and sharing them with the neighbors, and they're very, very tasty. The leaves taste better than the Brussels sprouts. So next year if I grow them, I'll be growing them for the leaves. But I'm going to be taking some of these leaves in and putting in the freezer today as well when it cools down some, because it's burning my skin. Cucumbers, gotten several. Let me see. There's a squash in there. That one looks okay. And those over there look okay. They got some new ones over there. And there's a couple over on that one. So those look okay. Cucumbers. I'll probably bring you some cucumbers too, Rose. There's some. They're not big enough yet. These are supposed to be straight 8s. And there's some over there. There's some over there. Those are my cabbage. Not my cabbage. My collards. I need to sell them out when it gets cooler tonight. And I'm pretty sure there's some cucumbers over there too, because there's a cucumber vine that goes over there through those potatoes. My okra flowering, even though they should be taller than me. And there's some right there. There's one. I'm seeing that one this morning. These are my peppers, and it's grassy over here. But don't worry about it. They're gonna flower. And I was out here this morning pulling weeds and stuff, but it started getting too hot, and it's with the blood pressure medicine I'm on and everything, and the sun, I already has allergies and stuff, so I can't stay out here for long periods of time in the bright sun.
They all look like weeds to me.
Well, they ain't all weeds. The light colored ones, these are the pepper plants. This stuff here, that's weed. The grass grew fast. But I got all that, your onions, I got all your onions cleared out. And those are pepper plants in the bucket. This stuff got to go in a mulch pile. I didn't have a chance to get it up. Put my pineapples in here to root. These are peppers, they're already flowering. I don't know what kind they are though, because I don't remember what I put over here. It don't matter, it's food, it'll go in the deep freezer. Eggplant over there. My strawberries are still making strawberries, and I'm letting them spread. Although they're not. These aren't that big, and they're kind of deformed looking. But there's something that's been eaten on them. Look. But the seeds will go down there, and then they'll spread in that way. This will be like my little strawberry patch over here. I was out here pulling some of these weeds out here earlier too. And this cabbage is making a head. And these leaves, they fix themselves. See that? The leaves fix themselves.
Well, it is a living organism.
Be quiet. Living organism, you.
Reproductive.
I kind of miss my tree, the shade. But that tree was such a nasty, messy tree. If it had been a tree that wasn't messy, we wouldn't have bothered it. You know, we would have kept with our plan for putting stuff over on the other side. But that tree was so messy and them birds. Oh my God! This one look, it's getting ready to sit out another one. It's sending out a runner, and see that'll become a plant. And put it over here. And there's the other eggplants. These are older than the ones over there. And they have nice flowers on them. There's an eggplant forming down there. Look. It's in the wrong place. It's right here. See, look. It's strange. It reminds me of those aliens. See the little ribs around them? The alien thing that crawls across the floor and then jumps on somebody's face. Yeah, I know I sound evil. Alright. There's another one over here. Look. These are I think these are those light colored ones there. I don't think these are the Black Beauty. I think these are those Italian egg, what do they call them? Something weird name.
Italian eggplant?
Yeah, that's probably it. All these freaking mosquitoes. My rose bush don't like this soil out here. It's the third rose bush I've tried to plant out here since I moved here. And it died too. So, oh, I missed the bean. I missed the bean. Alright, these are the giant lima beans. Okay, this one is full. Now, when you get them when they're younger, you can cook them just like snap peas. They're that tender. And they are absolutely delicious. Full of flavor. See, like if you get them, pick them that small, you can use them like string beans or snap beans. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. So all the nutrients is in, a lot of nutrients in the shells. I mean the skin. So there's cucumber vines. It has gone through there. The okra are flowering. So I'm gonna have to, let me see. One of them had already did a flower. There's a flower down there about to open. But once the okra, here it is. This one already made a flower. So okra is one of those things, just like cucumbers and squash. You gotta go out every other day and cut okra. If you don't, they get hard. Their skins will get hard fast. And there's a cucumber. And the reason potatoes are trampled down over there is because I was trying to pulling those up to make a path for me to walk through on that side. It don't hurt nothing. The potatoes, we ate some like the last 2 days we've been, and they're really good. And it's funny because my dad was supposed to be ice potatoes, white potatoes, but every one of them is red potato. Every one of them is red. And I know what we planted, and it was not red potatoes. I don't know what happened. I don't know why those potatoes are red. But yeah. So tomorrow I'll probably end up getting like 9 or 10 cucumbers. I thought Puddin said she was going to come by yesterday. Huh? Yeah, but what she told me. She said she was going to come by yesterday. Look. Oh, this one can go in the house. This one's big enough. See, look, nice size cucumber. I missed out on this morning. See, it's growing up the old trellis. They're going up the trellis for the peas was on. So next year, what I'm gonna do is the cucumbers. There's one hidden in there. It ain't big enough yet. There's a couple of them in here. There's one. There's one. I haven't found anybody that way yet. And that's the watermelon plant. It's starting to spread out. But that's my mulch pile, and that's my other mulch in that bucket thing over there. But next year I'm gonna take and I want to get some more of them black buckets like that, and I'm gonna line them along the fence, and that's what I'll put the peas in, and that way they can grow up this fence. And they'll be in them buckets, and that way every year it'll be easier to take care of them. I don't have to worry about them like those trying to come into the garden. See the tomato crates? And these is the row of the mustards and stuff, but there are turnips down there. So those are going to be ready in another week, and I'll be pulling up those turnips, cleaning them, and freezing them. So I'm very proud of my garden this year, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey. I probably won't be making too many videos. See, look, there's the flowers just falling off of that one over there from them dang on squash borers. That one died right there. There's a squash. There's a squash in there. Yeah. Ow. Squash have spines on them. I don't know if y'all can see those. But that's how they protect themselves. But apparently they don't protect themselves well enough from them during squash boards. Yeah. These I can pick them to tomorrow morning. They'll be ready tomorrow morning. Okay. Cool. But if all these things start rotting, then I'll just do like I did the last time. I'll just go ahead and after they finish flowering, if I can't get no more out of them, I'll just pull them up and be done with it. Because ain't no use to keep trying to keep them alive if that squash borer is infected in it. But at least I got more this year than I did last year. So okay, y'all, that's my garden. Hope you enjoyed. Let me get my husband in the house. He's tender and the mosquitoes are sucking his blood.